Imagine being on the hot seat for over a year, only to be let go despite a recent win. This is exactly what happened to Florida coach Billy Napier, who was fired on Sunday, just 7 games into the season. But here's where it gets interesting. Napier's termination comes after a lackluster season, where the Gators struggled to keep up with the SEC's top programs. And this is the part most people miss. Despite his methodical build, Napier's team never quite turned the corner, leading to his eventual downfall. Napier's tenure at Florida was marked by 2 losing seasons, but he seemed to be getting the team back on track after a surge in 2024. However, with 3 full years remaining on his 7-year contract, the school decided to cut ties, owing him a buyout of around $21 million. But what's striking is that Napier's contract had no offset clause, meaning that even if he gets another job, he'll still receive the full amount. According to athletic director Scott Strickland, Napier built a culture of accountability and growth among his players, but ultimately, it didn't translate to success on the field. And that's the harsh reality of the sports world. It's a results-driven business. As Strickland so aptly put it, his influence was positive, but it ultimately did not translate into the level of success we expect on the field. So, who's taking over as interim coach? None other than receivers coach Billy Gonzalez, who has a rich history with the Gators, having served as an assistant under Urban Meyer during their national championship wins in 2006 and 2008. Gonzalez also worked under Dan Mullen as a co-offensive coordinator and joined Napier's staff in. But let's take a step back and look at how Napier's season unfolded. The Gators started strong, ranked 15th in the AP Top 25, with hopes of a possible college football playoff run, led by talented quarterback DJ Lagway. However, a Week 2 home loss to USF put Napier back on the hot seat, and things only got worse from there. Lagway threw 5 interceptions the next week in a loss to LSU. And despite an upset win over number 9 Texas, the team struggled to find consistency. Napier's final game was a lackluster 23-21 win over Mississippi State, where he was booed repeatedly at home. And this is where it gets controversial. Was Napier's firing justified, or was it a hasty decision? But here's the thing. Napier's record at Florida was underwhelming, to say the least. He went 22-23 with a .489 winning percentage, the worst of any non-interim coach since. And let's not forget the snafus that marred his tenure, including the infamous Jaden Rashada NIL dispute, which led to a lawsuit that's still ongoing. Not to mention the on-field blunders, such as players wearing the same number on a punt return, or failing to field 11 special teams players repeatedly. So, what's next for the Gators? With an open date this week, the team has time to regroup and adjust before their rivalry game against Georgia. But the question on everyone's mind is, what could have been done differently? Was Napier's firing a necessary evil, or was it a knee-jerk reaction? We want to hear from you. Do you think Napier's termination was justified, or do you think he deserved more time to turn things around? Share your thoughts in the comments below.